Hey guys, welcome again to Papa's Remedy Garden. This is our TBI Talk and Tea segment. In today's tea, we have a sea moss gel with some hibiscus and some clove, some other good things inside of it. Good getting my minerals in, right? With the sea moss gel. Also getting with the hibiscus a lot of vitamin C. Yes, indeed. Or some elderberry in here too, I believe. Elderberry? Yeah. Anti-inflammatory. Good during those cold and flu seasons. And some clove. So this is our tea for today. All right. So today, the TBI talk that we're talking about will be TBI Don't Give Up. Take control. How? Body awareness. Yeah. So don't give up, take control. And how will you do that? With body awareness. You see, the reason why I say don't give up is because I've been through that. That moment where I felt like if this is as good as it's going to get, I don't want to be here. And start actually actively thinking of how I would make my exit. Yeah, not good. But it happens, and I know I'm not the only one because I've heard stories from other people who suffered a traumatic brain injury and other injuries in life, and they felt like this is it. I'm out, and some of them actually did kill themselves. But for us, for you who are watching, just saying don't give up. We know you feel like you missed the old you. You wish you were able to do the things that you used to do, and you're dealing with all these pains, and you're dealing with all the changes, and you have to deal with the world the way it is, and how insensitive people can be. You're dealing with so much, and then you have to go to the doctors every week for years. I'm speaking from experience, for years. And that's not the life that you wanted. It's not the life that I wanted. And so you think about giving up, but don't give up. There's a lot more living to do. There's a lot more on the other side if you just hold on. Just hold on, go a little, just keep going. And each day you make progress. You celebrate those small progresses, those small triumphs, right? Just celebrate those. You wasn't able to put your sock on last week. Now you're able to put on one sock. I know it's small and it may sound like it's nothing, it's frustrating, but you made progress. You see? So maybe before you weren't able to read, but now you're able to read a sentence. And then you're able to read two sentences. Then you're able to read a paragraph. You start thinking back and be like, man, I remember when I wasn't even able to look at the page. So just giving you some encouragement to just keep going. Don't give up and take control. And today I want to discuss body awareness. See, we're in this body and we're experiencing so much. Okay, you get this headache that knock you to your knees and have you in the bed in the dark for days. Your back is acting up and you can't stand long, you can't sit long, you can't lay long, you flipping in the bed, and the pain is wearing you down. You look tired. You start aging. I know I've aged at least, to me, in my opinion, at least 10 years. Yeah. So, and you don't like that. You gain weight. Frustrated, right? You can't move and go the way as much as you wanted to. Your thinking, your memory is scary. You can't remember, what was I saying? You leave the room, you go into another room. What did I come in here to get? And you scared. You scared, fearful for the future. What's going to happen? But you start taking note of all of those things, right? And so you listen in this body, you have all these fears and this trauma that's happening, and you feel out of control. But there's something you can do. You can take control. And that's what I want to talk about today. I want you to take note of what's going on in your body. and when it happens. I'll give you an example. Do you see all these little notepads? I have a lot of them. I have a lot of them. Over the years, okay, because it's been 5 years since my car accident. All right, 5 years. So over the years, I accumulated notepads. And these notepads right here, I felt powerful using these. I really did. I'm going to tell you why. Because I would write down in these notepads what was going on in my body. Once again, body awareness. So I would write down what I was feeling. I kept this pen and this pad of paper, and I would write down what I was feeling. Dizziness when I stood up, when I bent over. And the reason why I wrote down everything I was feeling is because in between doctor visits, okay, having these notes, I was preparing for my next doctor visit. Okay, so if I know my next doctor visit is next month, going to see one of my main doctor, I would write down what I was feeling. And then I would go there and tell him or her, this is what's going on in my body. See, that was my way of starting to get some control. So I write down what happened. Okay, feeling dizzy, went to reach up high, fell back, left side is numb, headache lasts for 2 days, things like that. My ears are ringing. Yes, ears are ringing. This is still an issue. Ears are ringing. Write that down. Headache, whatever. My teeth are sensitive. My whole face went numb. All of that. Write it down. Put it in this notepad. And that's you being aware of what's going on in your body. You tell the doctor. Hopefully they can give you an answer. Don't be upset if they can't give you an answer. Okay? Because here's the good thing. They don't know it all. They don't know it all. We want them to know it all. And they'll tell you sometime, like they told me, I don't know. Well, we don't know. Sometimes that happens and when it happens because of the brain injury, that's still not an answer to me. I want a solution, right? So I wrote this down. What you do, you're going to need you a good team. It might be the team of one, which is you, or it might be a team of two, you and someone else. And you start looking up what's going on. If you're starting to feel dizzy after a car accident, put that in and start looking it up. Get that information, print it out. Take your time if you can, read it, right? Write those things down. Okay, so now this is what's going on. Ask your doctor, what type of brain injury do I have? Is it frontal lobe, parietal lobe? Is it occipital? Is it temporal? What? And then you start to look at what parts of you was affected. I'm having issue with my nerves. I can't sleep. Oh, okay. So what part of the brain controls that function of sleep? You see what I'm saying? So then you can start researching those different issues. Once you know what is going on in your body, what type of brain injury do I have? Now you start seeing, okay, you start writing down what is going on in your body. Dizziness, inability to sleep. I don't get a sleep signal. You start thinking, okay, what part of the brain controls these functions? You see what I'm saying? You take that and then you do your research. You're going to have someone to help you, yes, and just take your time. Take your time. And then learn, how is it that what does the brain need to nourish? What kind of nourishment does the brain need? What kind of nourishment do the nerves need? You see? And so now you're not just sitting back waiting for the doctor to tell you something, and over time you start seeing that they don't know, and they was actually telling you the truth. They don't know. So people, I just wanted to share that with you today. That's one little tidbit of information. Be more. Just don't give up. Take control. with body awareness. Get you a journal. Write it down. You feeling frustrated? You having problems? If you just want to keep a journal, I have a car accident journal. Here it is right here. If you can see that close. I don't know if you can. You see that? Car accident journal. This was separate. These little notepads were notes that I would write down so I could take to the doctor. Okay? Body awareness. What's going on with me? This car accident journal, you might have someone might suggest you keep a car accident journal. I was told to do that, so I did. And just write down everything. You can write down what you're feeling in here. So I'll give you an example, insert from back in 2016. Today I woke up dizzy. Dizzy day today, off balance. I went to physical therapy appointment at 10:15 a.m. Dizzy at physical therapy. I told my therapist again that I was dizzy. You see, maybe it's repetitive or whatnot, but once again, my brain was at a very tender stage. Okay. I told her that I was in bed and I couldn't move, and I felt hot warmth in my back. She said it could be bone rubbing against bone or my nerve. I don't like that. Just write your feelings down. Whatever it is that you're feeling and thinking in your mind, put it in here. Get those thoughts out. Put them on a piece of paper. Get your journal. I'm telling you, do it. Do it. And that's one of the things I started to do to feel in control. It's small, but you can do it, and you'll start feeling lighter, just a little bit lighter, okay, without having that stuff all in your mind and sitting there and crying. Go ahead and cry. Get it out, okay? But also write it down. Write it down. I wrote down, I went to physical therapy today, almost fell when I tried to stand up to get out of the chair. The therapist had to run across the room to catch me. You see, so get your journal. Put your thoughts in it, what you're experiencing. If you start experiencing some new symptoms, write it down in your journal, okay? And also keep you a little memo pad. You might want a bigger one, but I like these. Get these little memo pads and start jotting down and take it to the doctor office with you. And when he or she starts talking, you jot it down. Or if you have a case manager with you, or a relative, a friend that goes with you to the doctor, have them jot it down if you can't do it yourself. Okay? What the doctor is saying. And if they can give you some printouts on how to help yourself, you know what I'm saying? Do that. Take those. Like, can you print that out on how I can help my nerves, to help, give my nerves some nourishment so they can heal itself? Never know. They might be able to get that to you. If not, you can go home and research it yourself. All right? So I just wanted to share that with you guys briefly. Won't keep you all day. So thank you again for coming to Papa's Remedy Garden. This is our TBI Talk and Tea. And once again, today's tea was about sea moss gel. Get you some today, or make you some, actually. Make you some sea moss gel. Okay, there's different recipes on YouTube, different people that are making sea moss gel tea. And take care of yourself. Get your minerals in you. Help with your stomach, because if your stomach is healthy, the brain will be healthy too. Okay, and other things that you must do to keep the brain healthy, but you do want to start with getting your gut together. All right, guys. So thank you for watching episode 1 of TBI Talk and Tea. And until next time, guys, peace and love, and take care of yourself. And remember, never give up. Peace.